I'm Amy May, and if you watch my last video, then you'll know that I've been struggling in maintenance, and so I asked ChatGPT to basically make me a workout routine, home workouts 3 times a week. So what we're going to do today is I'll show you some of the clips from my workout this morning, and I'll put what workout I did on screen. And then when I was looking through my old videos, because I've had this YouTube channel since I started Mounjaro in April 2024, when I was obviously a lot heavier, but I was looking back through my old videos, and there's one possibly about 3 weeks after I very first started Mounjaro where I talk about the 5 fitness goals that I have for 2024. So we're gonna take a wander down memory lane, and we're gonna look at that video and see, have I met those 5 fitness goals? Before I forget as well, this, I don't know if you can see it properly, I got this off Amazon for $7.99. So when I put my workout on the screen, that's the book that I'm using. I'll find it and I'll put the link in the description to this if anyone else fancies it. I did a made up arm day yesterday. I've only got 1 kilogram dumbbells, but I am going for higher reps because I want to tone my arms. So at the minute, I'm still putting them to use, but say I'm doing 35, 50 reps or until failure. So my arms are still sore from yesterday, which hopefully is a good sign. But today I did leg day, and I did hip thrusts, or my interpretation of a hip thrust. I'll put clips on screen. Hip thrust, glute bridge, and then hold for 30 seconds. Goblet squats just with the 1 kilogram dumbbell, star jumps just to get me body moving, me body warm. And then, well, I attempted to see if I had the proper form for RDLs. So basically, I didn't have any weights, but I stood with my legs against the sofa. I'll show you, I'll put clips. And I found that very difficult. So I wouldn't count that as like a set or as an exercise. I was just trying to see if I got the form right. But honestly, I don't know if it's my coordination or I just really find that difficult. So I did that this morning. I'll put a picture on screen of like the full workout, and then I'll put clips in for you. I always think sometimes when you're struggling, it's easy to focus on how far you've got to go and you forget how far you've come, essentially. It's easy to concentrate on the sort of wrong things. So this video is from the 29th of April 2024. And I started Mounjaro on the 4th of April 2024. So that's like 3.5 weeks roughly after I started Mounjaro. If I can find what weight I was at that point, I'll put it on the screen. And I don't know, it's very wholesome, I'm not going to lie. Very wholesome video, but I thought I'd split it into the 5 things that I wanted to accomplish in 2024, and we can see if I actually did. So my number one thing that I want to do this year is I want to learn to lift weights. And I want to learn how to properly lift weights, and I want to do all of them. I want to do barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells. I really, really want to get into barbells. Basically, I was really proud of myself. I went to a beginner's weightlifting class the other day, and obviously normally the starting barbell, like just the bar itself is 20 kilograms, but because he knew that I was a little runt, he let me have a 10 kilogram barbell bar, and I was doing some squats. Then I also want to learn how to do, you know, the hip thrust when people like doing that. But I'm also hoping like to just on the slide, like just keep an eye out and just see how other people are doing it, because that's something that I've always been too afraid to do before. Like whenever I've been to the gym previously, I've always stuck to the treadmill. The treadmill's been my bread and butter. The treadmill's been, you know, my safe space. It's been my thing, like, because I just feel comfy. Like, I just feel comfy on the treadmill. I just really want to build my confidence. Like, I want to feel good. It does seem silly, but like whenever you go to the gym, I think it's easy to get intimidated. Everyone's got to start somewhere. And the big strong men with their massive muscles, you know, they once had to start somewhere. They weren't born with like Popeye, do you know what I mean? I was honestly so cute back then. I was so cute in that video. And it is really wholesome, and it is really nice to see where I am now, to look back. So did I learn to lift weights? Did I learn to lift all the weights? The jury's still out, but I definitely had a good go. I'll put clips if I can find them from throughout my journey. Kettlebells, I think I mentioned this in the comments. I did kettlebell swings and hurt my back and then thought never again. So I think I maybe used very light kettlebells for goblet squats at one point, but kettlebells weren't really involved. I did, however, though, have a go on the barbell, not on the, is it the Smith machine or something? Not on the rack, but just the sort of normal barbell. And then I also did bicep curls with them. I did do some barbell squats, not as much as I'd like. However, I did increase my confidence. I was using dumbbells a lot. I was asking for help in the gym if I didn't know. Honestly, so yeah, I'd say I have achieved that goal. I don't know if I've quite, learned to lift all the weights, because I am still struggling in some areas, but I definitely gave it a good go.
So basically, number 2, I want to be able to exist in the weight area, and I want to be able to exist around the big, strong men without feeling afraid. I want to be confident. And leading on from that, I want to be able to ask for help. I want to not be embarrassed to ask for help. I want, if I can't adjust a machine, or if I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, I want to be able to, because even like the people that work there, I get too scared to ask for help, because I feel like they'll think, oh, what's that fatty doing? I want to be able to exist in the space, and I want to feel confident in the space. Especially, there's another weight area, because there's like the mini one, and then there's like the big one that all the big boys go in, like all the lads are in, all the gym bros. I want to go there. I want to be there doing my little 10 kilogram barbell without shaking in my boots, like pussing boots, thinking, oh my God, I don't belong here. I want to build my confidence, and I want to be able to roll with the big boys. So I think I might have been a bit too enthusiastic. I've pulled my groin, and I think I've pulled my left thigh as well. I don't know if you can tell that it's hurting. I'll update you later. I'm too scared now.
Again, it's really sort of bittersweet to look back, but I can confirm that I did ask for help. I did ask for help. I did enter the weight area. I remember I was terrified once. I think there was this lad like next to me doing something, but I was scared to ask for help. But I asked for help, and he was really nice, and he didn't like be like, oh, fatty. Like he was just genuinely really nice, and he gave me some tips, and he helped me adjust the machine. And that was that. And then I think just doing little things like that, bit by bit, my confidence grew, as you guys have seen if you've followed me since day one. I did find the courage to enter the mini weight area, but not the big boy area. I think I went in there a few times during and as part of a gym class, but I've never actually gone to the big boy level, the big bad boy weight area, because that's like where all the proper weights are. The weights that I have yet to sort of ascend to that level. But honestly, I think as long as I know what I'm doing now, obviously if there's a new machine and I don't know how to use it, if I'm trying something new, I am still feeling a bit awkward, a bit self-conscious. But if I'm comfortable in what I'm doing, if it's, a staple of my routine, I can walk in anywhere and I no longer feel as excruciatingly self-conscious as I did back then. Obviously, because now I've moved, it's going to be a new gym. So I think I am a bit nervous going there for the first time. And I think I probably will feel self-conscious. But miles away from where I was. So I am proud to tell you, Amy, from April 2024, that you did it. You did it.
Number 3, as you know, or as some of you may know if you watched my last video, but basically I went to a gym class for the first time the other day. And it was the weightlifting beginners class, right? And so goal number 3, I want to go to at least one new class this year. And I know that one in however many months we've got left of 2024 doesn't seem like a lot. But for me it is, because it took me 2 years of being at that gym just to go to this one today. Like, it's a really big thing for me. And to be honest, what I do a little recce in the morning. Morning gym class starts at like 6:45. So when I'm there, I've always got like one eye on the class, and I'm like, oh, like, what are they doing? And I'm like, oh, that looks hard. Do you know what I mean? Because they're there with, the ropes, and they're doing that, and they're picking the balls up and chucking them on the floor, and they're doing press-ups. I can't do press-ups. I really want to try at least one new class this year, and it might not sound like a lot, but for me it is a lot. For me it's everything. And just to be able to have the confidence to go, and even just to be able to keep up, because I know that they adjust exercises, but I am grossly unfit. I'm a big girl, do you know what I mean? And I'm short of breath just going up the stairs, which is why I always get the lift up to the gym, because the workout hasn't started yet. I'm scared, I am scared.
As April 2024, Amy said, that might not seem like a big deal, but to me it was, because, I was only walking on the treadmill when I was at the gym, walk on the treadmill for half an hour, go home, not look around, hope no one claps eyes on you or notices you or makes a comment. So it took a lot for me to just go to that first gym class. But I can confirm that I did indeed branch out. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember one Saturday morning before my weightlifting class, there was like a circuits class for 45 minutes. I did both in a row, which I never did again, essentially, because I was knackered. But I can confirm that I did go to, well, at least one other gym class. And then I went with my sister at her gym as like a guest. I don't even know, was it Legs, Bums and Tums? I don't remember Legs, Bums and Tums being that ferocious. I don't remember LBT being that grueling, but it was something. Basically, I went once with my sisters to this class and I wouldn't go again because it was too hard. And I think I pulled my left hammy and I was finding it very difficult. I couldn't keep up. But that's at least 2 gym classes. I'm sure I've been to more. I think at my sister's gym, they do virtual gym classes. So I've tried some of them. Was it LBT? Or was it something, was it Pilates? I can't remember. But I've been to at least 2 gym classes in 2024. So, well done, Aim.
So, number four, what I want to do, right, I think so far this year, I've been to the gym about 44 times. And so obviously, I don't want to put loads and loads of pressure on myself, because that's when I get obsessive, that's when it gets unhealthy. But I think in the whole of 2024, I would like to go to the gym at least 100 times in total. I'm really proud of myself this year, because it's the sort of first time since January. It's the first time that I've been consistent with the gym without being obsessive over it. And that's why I am sort of watching myself recently, because I've noticed that I'm falling back into old habits, and I've noticed that I'm getting stressed if I can't go every day, and I know that that's not healthy. But since January, I am really proud of myself, because sometimes I've only been once a week, or, you know, I've not been at all. But I've usually in the past, when I've not been to the gym in that week, or I've only been once, I'd be like, right, that's it. There's no point then, forget it. I'm an all or nothing girl with everything. Like, I'm all in or I'm like, nah, mate. I want to develop a healthy relationship with exercise and with the gym, and that's a really important thing for me, to be honest. But if I can go 100 times this year and it's, you know, in a healthy, non-obsessional way, then that's what I want to do.
Now, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but if I'd already been 44 times by April, then I'm going to assume that I went at least 100 times. But what I'll have to do is re-download the gym app. Luckily, I haven't cancelled my membership, because when you cancel your membership, all of your past progress on the app and all of like the records that you have on the app just completely disappear, and you no longer have access to them, which I think is a bit unfair. But I am going to re-download the app, and I'll tell you exactly how many times I went to the gym in 2024. And I might even be able to tell you how many times in 2025. We're not going to talk about 2026, although if I do see, I might just put it on screen anyway. So I believe that I did go to the gym at least 100 times. Big boss Bowser over here.
Goal number 5, I want to tone my arse. Now, I've already got a banging bum. I'm not going to lie to you about that. I'm not going to tell any porcupines. I do have a good bottom. And I always have done. When I've been fat, when I've been thin, my arse has remained intact. And I don't say that to brag. I'm just stating facts. And now I've not fallen out of love with it, but I do look back and think, you had a bit of a peachier bum back then, babe. I want them little booty shorts on in the gym. Maybe not in the gym, because I feel a bit awkward. To be fair, if I, you know, some of the girls you see in the gym, or some of the boys with the peachy bums, and they're wearing like skin tight booty shorts. I want to be able to do that without feeling embarrassed. Because already I'm kind of like, yeah, when I see my bum in my leggings at the gym. But I do wear an oversized long t-shirt so it covers my bum, because I just like being in my big oversized t-shirt. It makes me feel more comfortable when I work out, to try and hide my belly and hide my fat rolls and stuff. So my bum isn't on show at the minute, much to the disarray of all the other gym goers. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sure they'd be like, ooh, I'd like to get squatting. Those Romanian split squats, whatever they're called, were no joke. Do you know what I mean? So I want to get doing more of them. Like, I want my bum firm. I want my bum peachy. I want to have one of those bums where you're like, yeah, and like, you know that your bum, do you know what I mean? Your bum is bumming. That's what I want. That is goal number 5. Get that peach.
I don't know if Amy in April 2024 knew that getting that peachy big bum would still be a 2026 fitness goal. Although, to be fair to myself, I have worn the booty shorts. I have. Because I remember when I first got my first pair, I think I did a home workout in them. And at first I was terrified. I was like, nah, like, I can't go to the gym. But honest to God, went once, never looked back. Never looked back. And now I'm a big fan of the booty shorts going to the gym. It's more for me. It's more so I can constantly turn around and check myself out than anyone else. But as I said in my last video, I asked ChatGPT to make it glute focused. So there's 2 leg days a week, and one of them is all about the booty. So obviously progress takes time. I think they said 8 weeks, like 7 or 8 weeks before you start to actually notice the difference in your bum. That's what AI said, by the way. So I need to take measurements, because I measured my waist this morning because I was gonna fill in the measurements in my fitness book. And basically it was 27.5 inches. And I'm sure when I last updated you, I can't remember when that was, it was 25.5. So I was like, nah. I did the waist and then I was like, nah, not today. To be fair, I do feel a bit bloated, but I was like, sorry, 27.5, which obviously it's still not awful, but I do feel a bit more bloated and a bit fuller in figure, shall we say. Looking back, it is quite nice to see that and to see how far I've progressed since then, because if you've watched some of my old videos, you'll know that I didn't want to get my hopes up. I didn't really want to set an expectation because I didn't want to be disappointed, because obviously growing up fat my whole life, tried and failed more times than I can count to lose weight and sustain that weight loss. And so I didn't want to get my hopes up. And so it is really nice looking back at me back then, because I don't think she knew how far we'd come. I don't think she knew how far we'd come. I don't think she thought it would work. I don't think she ever saw herself getting to a healthy BMI or doing the stuff that I'm doing now or wearing the clothes that I wear now. I bet she never saw herself in those booty shorts. But hun, we're here, we've done it. And that is a great feeling.